Hello, and welcome to Adventures in Random Presents.
Yes, we're presenting the Sword Mage Quick Guide Part 9. Or 10.
I think it's 10. Maybe 11. We've lost count at this point. I'll correct that on the next one, but you live, you learn, you descend to run past dragons.
Yes. And since we're not fighting any boss right now, it really doesn't matter to me. You know what number we're on?
Well, usually when I do the number, I do, like, in the title I say what sections we're covering from this point to this point, so even if, like, you lose track, you can probably figure it out from there. Hopefully. But I actually think I need to rename them, because I've noticed the ones that say one name have been getting more views than ones with the other name. Mainly because for some reason part of them say spell mage instead of sword something. Sword sage, sword mage.
Mm-hmm.
It was like spell mage, not spell sword, or... Wow, that's terrible of me. And we're descending into one of the places I thoroughly hate.
You mean enjoy?
No, hate. Hate. It is rare I hate something, and this place has made me hate it. I spent basically 6 different days trying to get through Duke's archives. I hate this place more.
For the record, I spent all of like 2 hours trying to get through Duke's archive on New Game Plus.
Well, mine, it wasn't the bosses. I basically spent like 3 separate days trying to get out to that blue Titanite slab.
Mm.
And fire isn't quite as deadly as you'd expect in this game. At least not the fireballs I'm using.
At least not on these guys.
Yeah. And if you'll notice, with some of their swings, they have a higher or longer reach than they should, and that's going to bite me in the ass in a minute.
It's less than a minute, trust me.
Moment, I suppose. But I like his little, like, shudder as he's burning to death.
It'd be cooler if you could actually see, like, the flames lick up his body. Oh, I saw the review for the Darksiders 2. I saw, like, a pre-game actual... the people playing it in the gaming studio, where they were doing a talkover of it. Actually looks pretty good.
You mean Dark Souls 2?
Yes?
You said Darksiders 2.
I'm sorry to all of those listening. I meant to say
Yeah.
Souls 2. Dark something. Sequel.
Dark Souls 2. And apparently it's going to be one of the few games released this year for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 before they start getting into the next generation stuff.
Like the Xbox One.
That which should not be named, yes. Well, it's one of those...
Fear of the name increases fear for the thing itself.
Well, no, it's just because that's a terrible name, because the original Xbox is Xbox One.
Yeah.
Now they have to call it Xbox Original.
I don't like the name anyway.
Though a lot of people have been calling it the Xbox 180 since they completely reversed their DRM policy.
DRM?
Digital rights management, where they were going to have not only all the games digital, but if you loaned it to a friend, they had to pay some sort of fee to actually use it on their Xbox.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they got rid of that because basically every gamer ever went, screw you, Xbox. Screw you. And then especially after the PlayStation 4 basically took a jab at them by doing a little video at E3 that was how to share your games with PlayStation 4. Here you go. And just handed the game over. That was step 1. There were no other steps.
That came a minute ago? Yeah, that's not needed.
No, it opened the door we came through to get here, apparently. I collect it anyway because I really hate running into a locked door that you can't open when you have something called the fucking master key.
It's like an enemy you can't kill with the Master Sword, right?
Yeah. Or no, it's like getting the Master Sword and then someone saying that there's a better sword out there. You're like, it's the Master Sword. There's no ball better than the Master Ball. So why should there be a sword better than the Master Sword?
That's right, everybody listening. Caydor is an avid Pokemon.
I'm an avid fan of many things.
Including the word avid.
Yes. Apparently I'm also an avid fan of wearing my enemy corpses as a scarf.
Actually, I really hate that. When the enemy sticks to you. Ugh. It's not that it's creepy or anything, it's just I really, really hate that.
The only part I dislike about it is that, like, it basically means there's no weight to the body. But luckily, they're the only things that ragdoll that bad. It's not like, quite like, say, Oblivion or Skyrim, where accidentally bumping a table, they go flying 30 feet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for something that's supposed to weigh, like, 7 pounds, you bump it against the table and across the room.
Apparently it's even worse. I've heard horror stories of Skyrim of people, like, going into a house, taking all their stuff out, setting it up, coming back in and it's all on the floor, because apparently you have to set it in the floor first, and then come back in and set it up and leave, otherwise it doesn't save with it being actually on the tables and stuff.
Really? That's why all my things teleported. Alright, I bought that Hearthfire DLC, right?
Yeah.
I made my house, I had, like, tables with display cases and whatnot, and I tried to put some stuff in the display case, and whenever I'd come back in, it would either teleport to right on top of the display case or in the floor nearby. Alright, across that wooden bridge there that we did not go across is an item that you probably don't need, but if you're bored, you can get it anyway. It is the sorcery called Remedy. It's also the 10 Banishment Catalyst and some red shirt thing.
I actually did pick those stuff up, but as a result of how it's shot, and basically I died afterwards, and then I had no reason to go, like, back that way, and I couldn't edit it in to make it look right, so I ended up just cutting it, because I died like 6 different times throughout here. I ended up getting through this in just a couple hours, but it is a couple hours of hell. And I probably could have cut this part out without you losing much, except for there's a Firekeeper soul down here. But I really wanted to show you how to murder all these guys, because they deserve pain and punishment, the likes of which one round of this game simply cannot provide. Drowning in a sea of lava would be too quick a death for them.
He can't get no satisfaction.
Fall, you bastard, fall.
I know how you like music, so I thought I'd give a bad one.
No, that's actually a decent song. I just don't remember any lyrics to it right now, except I can't get no
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
satisfaction. There's a lot of lyrics to it, and it's...
Though I tried, and I tried, and I tried, but I can't get no.
Nope. Instead, the only song coming to my mind is, you can't always get what you want. And I remember that because apparently for the band that did that song, what is it, the Rolling Stones?
I don't know.
I don't know. But basically the band that did that, if you go to their webpage and you get like a 404 error because you're accessing a page that's not there, it actually links to a page that has that song playing.
Nice. That's terrible. Terrible one, nice.
And as you can tell, as Integer said, we're not coming up on a boss anytime soon, so I am freely frying anything I can find with magic, as opposed to fighting them outright if I can avoid it. The only thing I really fight is those flies, but you can pretty well kill them with one hit, as long as you can make contact.
Contact's the hard part. I suggest slashing weapons. Most of the time, anything with a reach that's a jab weapon will not touch them.
Yeah, I was briefly contemplating an idea that is ultimately terrible, so you can try it if you want, but that had very stupid action written all over it.
What was it?
The trying to leap from that platform to see if I can land on one of the platforms coming up.
Ah. I wouldn't suggest it. I tried that once. Not a good idea.
And yeah, I missed one of them. I don't actually think there's anything important on that corpse over there.
Oh, just some souls.
But at this point I was really, really disliking getting shot by poison darts, so I inflicted pain on anything with a blow dart gun.
For the record, they're toxic darts, not poison.
The symbol is the same, it's just if you get hit by one, you need a certain thing to get rid of it. But that's the secret to defeating just about anything that uses a ranged attack. You let the attack bounce off your shield, and then you can generally hit it with your own spell. You'll run into an issue doing that with spellcasters, because a lot of times they just have, like, the greatest version of the base spell ever.
Ain't that the truth?
That tracks, like, 6 feet to either side. It can a lot of times curve around pillars and
bounce through walls. Yeah, that's the perfect.
And it hits like a truck. And of course it has way more range than it should. Actually, in the Duke's Archives, I was getting hit by the guy on the top floor, on the bottom floor, by his spells.
You know, there's a ladder there.
What ladder where? I don't see a ladder.
I didn't think you did, but I thought I'd tell you.
And that looks simple, but it's very easy to mess up, and that is not a pleasant fall. You know, I've actually fell more times trying to go up than down, because there's a little bit of a gap between. So if you try to step on it as it's going past, a lot of times you'll fall through. But if you step too soon, you'll still fall through.
You know, there's another ladder there.
That one I know about. Now.
And there's an invisible wall there.
Apparently.
You notice you back up, try it again, it works just fine before the roll.
But I wouldn't have looked as badass. This guy only appears if you join the
Cat Covenant.
the Forest Covenant that I joined earlier, so they leave me alone while I was running around the forest for a bit. We're going to murder him later.
Well, and his buddy.
Yeah.
He sells the washing coal for any of those who are looking for a better katana. And the East Wood Grain Ring.
Which is decent, but because we can only have 2 rings equipped, and the dark wood grain ring is better, because it turns you into a ninja, as long as you have light encumbrance. And this, even the heaviest armor I equip still leaves us with light encumbrance, because we increase our endurance until it's at the level, so it's considered light.
That's right, just like a ninja in D&D, you can't wear anything heavier or greater. Otherwise your Kai powers no longer work.
And that is the end.
Bon voyage!
This has been Adventures in Random presents Caydor's Quick Guide. Something, part something.
That's exactly accurate. Alright, This has been Integer, and
Caydor.
have a good day.